Hi everyone, my name is Sorin. I finally got to do this video. I've had a lot of pharmacists asking for this video, especially pharmacists from outside of the EU. So I thought I would do a video and answer all the questions this way because there were over 100 of non-EU pharmacists that have applied for community pharmacy jobs in Ireland. So I'm going to give you a bit of background so you get to know me a little bit better. I'm a pharmacist in Ireland for 3 years. I'm originally from Romania. And after 6 months of being a pharmacist in Ireland, I became a supervising pharmacist. And uh, over the like a year or two, uh, people from the company I worked for approached me and said, "Look, you did great. Could you get us some more Romanian pharmacists?" And I said, "Sure, I'll spread the word." I spread the word, and um, I helped them get 5 Romanian pharmacists, um, and they all did great. So word got out, and other pharmacy owners started reaching out. Look, we need pharmacists as well. So I kind of tried to spread the word, but it was taking more and more time and energy on my side. And at one point, I had one pharmacist that I was trying to place in another part of of Ireland. So I didn't have many connections over there, and I tried ringing around and asking them if they need pharmacists, and I would introduce myself saying, "Look, I'm a pharmacist. I train pharmacists. Come here from Europe and all that." But I wasn't kind of taken seriously, and it took a lot of time to explain what I do. And someone suggested I should open a recruitment agency, and that way, when I reach out to a pharmacy, they would instantly know what I do. I recruit pharmacists, and I would get a commission for placing that pharmacist because it took a long time, like a lot of time of on my side, and a lot of energy, and um, so Kamek recruitment was born, and somehow word got out, and pharmacists from all over Europe um, were reaching out, and so I started helping pharmacists from Portugal, Italy, the Czech Republic, Poland, uh, Spain, and some other countries that I can remember right now. And the group grew bigger and bigger, and then I started posting jobs, and suddenly a lot of non-European pharmacists started applying and asking for my help in the process of registering with the Pharmaceutical Society of Ireland. So, because the Pharmaceutical Society of Ireland has one route of registering the European pharmacists from the EU, and another route of registration for pharmacists that are outside of the European Union. The EU route is easier. It takes around 3 to 4 months to register, but the non-European, the third country rule, that's what it's called, it takes a little bit longer, and you have to attend a few exams. Now, I've tried reaching out to pharmacists from outside of the European Union that are currently in Ireland and going through the process. I've gathered bits and pieces of information, but no one has been willing to share the full process with me so far. All I know at this time is that uh, it can take at least 1 year. Sometimes it can take 2 years or more, but I think the minimum would be around 1 year. So you have to sit a few exams. I think it's 3 exams that you need to attend. I think after COVID now they're doing the exams online. I know one of the pharmacists is attending an online exam in January. Um, so at least the first exam can be done online. I don't know if the other two can be done online, so you don't have to physically come to Ireland. And Some of you have asked what books should you read to get prepared for the exams. Uh, to some of you, I have forwarded the link from the PSI website, the Pharmaceutical Society of Ireland website. It's psi.ie, and over there, if you click a few buttons, you can find the books they recommend for pharmacists to read in order to get ready for the exam. So you would have a list of quite a few books that you could read to get ready, get prepared for the exams in order to be registered with the PSI. But if some of you in the group have been through the process or are in the first steps of the process, and you want to post what additional books you've been reading or what you've been doing, you are more than welcome to do so and share with the rest of the community what the process looks like. Or if you're not a public person, you can reach out to me in private and give me the steps you're going through, and I can share them in the group. That way the community grows stronger and each member grows stronger. So I think it would benefit everyone if they started sharing their experience because that way we can form a stronger community, and each individual in the community is stronger within the community than on his own. So if you started going through the process and no one has helped you so far, be the change you wanted to see in the world. So be that change. Do as to others as you would have others do unto you, as Jesus said. So if no one helped you through this process, then be the first one to help. Be different. None of the pharmacists, the European pharmacists in Ireland, had the initiative to actually help those outside of Ireland to learn and be prepared by the time they arrive here. So that's where I came in with this idea. I didn't say, oh, the fewer pharmacists, the better the pay. I always had this sense of contribution and sharing and contributing and helping others, because I believe that the measure you use to help others is the measure the measure that would be used when when time comes for you to get help. So I believe no one can achieve greatness alone. You have to do it together. You have to do it in a community. Um, and some of you have asked that um, if you can work as a technician for the time that you are actually getting ready to register with the PSI. The simple answer to that would be yes. Legally, you can work as a technician until you register with the PSI. But in reality, um, even though your degree as a pharmacist in another country allows you to work as a technician, you are not appealing to the employer, because the pharmacy owner can get someone who has no training in pharmacy whatsoever, hire them as a trainee technician, have them work in the dispensary right away, and sign them up for a course, a technician course that lasts 2 years. So they can actually work as technicians, trainee technicians, but technicians nonetheless, in the dispensary while they are doing the training. So they would be they would have a lot of people to choose from when it comes to hiring them as technicians. It wouldn't be, how can I say it? It wouldn't be all that useful for the pharmacy owner to actually interview and assist someone else from a faraway country to come here to Ireland and find rent and relocate and all that. To have them work as a technician for a year or two while they are getting ready to register with the PSI. So in real life, you can get a pharmacy technician job as a pharmacist from another, like outside of EU country, but you would actually need to be close to registering with the PSI. So you need to be, say, 6 months or 4 months or 3 months away from registering with the PSI. You need to have attended the exams. You need to have submitted the documents. And one other step of the signing with the PSI for non-EU pharmacists is that I believe you have to do 6 months placement in a pharmacy before they register you. So after or during your exams, you can actually come to Ireland, and while you're doing your exams you can actually do those 6 months placement. Or if you do the online exam, then you can um, do the online exams and register with them, and or come to Ireland for after that for the 6 months placement. So um, you can do it each way. You can save some time by coming to Ireland and working as a front of shop staff, like where the cosmetics products are and the over the counter products, or as a technician. But that is way harder to find because, as I said, they can just pick a person off the street and train them while they work. Um, or you can do it in your own time. You can do it online, and after you do all the exams, and all you need is to actually register. You In order to register with the PSI, all you need is to do the 6 months placement. That is way easier to find. I can find you a technician job for 6 months for if the pharmacy owner knows that after those 6 months you will be a registered pharmacist in Ireland. So that is the process. As I find out details, I will post more info. If you go with the books that are on the PSI website, you will do more than fine on the exams. Um, if some of you are going through the exams, and you feel you want to share your experience, like what you would have done different, what you wished you would have known about the exams that you didn't know and would have been useful to you, or which way the exam is structured, or any useful information that you want to share, you can post it in the group. Or, as I said, if you don't want to go public, because um, a lot of people will reach out to you and ask you questions. There are over 100 pharmacists that have reached out to me so far. So believe me, they all have questions and you will not have time to answer them. So post it in the Facebook group, or give it to me in private and I'll post it. And those of you who have questions, do realize that there are a lot of people that have questions. So I will try to gather the questions and then answer them through a video or a post, because there are too many of you to actually be for me to be able to respond on an individual basis. So uh, I encourage you to be part of the community. It takes a lot of time and energy on my side as well. So if you want to put in some time and energy to contribute, you are more than welcome. Um, do post questions under the video. Even if I will not answer them all there or in the group, I will try to, because most of the questions are the same. So you would have 50 pharmacists asking kind of the same question with a different nuance. So I will try to answer the questions, but it will take time, and um, I will do it in either a post in the Facebook group, or um, a post on YouTube. So if you're asking yourself, if you're seeing this video and you're asking yourself what Facebook group, I will leave a link to the Facebook group in the description below, where you can sign up, and you'll find a lot of useful information over there as well. Now, keep in mind that some of you have asked for me to post a lot of how like information about methadone dispensing and oral contraceptives and stuff like that. I will give you access to in-depth video modules that will take you through all of that, and much more, um, when you get close to interviewing and finishing the process there. So all in due time, I will give you general information. I will get have you have a general vision of the way pharmacy works in Ireland, and then as you grow closer and closer to coming to Ireland, I will make sure that you go deeper and deeper into understanding each part of the pharmacy system in Ireland. So that's where my recruitment company comes as unique, because there's no other company that does this. There's no other recruiter that will teach you and assist you through the whole process, because they haven't gone through it. That's why I'm encouraging all of you guys that are going through the third country recognition registration with the PSI to contribute, because I haven't gone through that process. I have gone through the European route, which is much simpler. You don't have to attend any exams. You just submit a few documents and you have to take an English test, an English exam, which, by the way, is true for non-European pharmacists. So uh, besides everything I've told you about the exams and the 6 month placement, you will need to attend an English exam. You can choose. You can find the English exam that are recognized by the PSI and the requirements for them. They'll give you every grade, the minimum grades that you need to get on the exams. So you can choose from IELTS, TOEFL, OET, and Cambridge. So you can choose either of these tests. You have the minimum grades that you need on the test on the PSI website. Now, until recently, I used to recommend OET as being the easiest exam to pass, because I thought that because OET only uses terms that are like medical terms, then I thought it would be easier for most of you. But I have had lately quite a few pharmacists that have failed OET but have passed IELTS or have passed Cambridge, which I used to think they are harder to pass, and I didn't recommend them. So what I've done, I've decided to reach out to professionals, because a lot of pharmacists ask me which is the easiest test. I took TOEFL and I took it from the first shot, but some of you found TOEFL hard to pass and maybe found others easier. So I couldn't put a finger and recommend one test. So I reached out to professionals, and so I reached out to the CEO of Live English, and I've asked them how do they do it, because I had a few pharmacists that worked with them and have failed their first exam, and after working with them have passed, but another exam. They didn't retake the same exam. So I reached out and I asked them, how do you do it? And they said, look, the first session we do is we don't just jump into teaching them English. We assess their level of English, and we go through a few questions, and based on the answers, we would know which test to recommend. So we would individually assess the student, and we would recommend an English exam that would suit him, that we think is best suited for him, and then we offer sessions of training for that particular exam. But they do it in the proper way. They do the steps. They do it individually. They don't put all in the same bucket and say which exam would you choose, and the student goes, I don't know, I'll choose any one of them. No, they are professionals and they know which test would suit you best. So I've asked if they agree to do a free um, session for my pharmacist, and she said yes. So I will leave a link in the description below, and you have a link in the post in the Facebook group. Anyone in the Facebook group can tap on that link and book a free online session with someone from the Live English company, and they will have a session online with you and assess your level of English, assess what type of English exam would suit you best, and then they will tell you what they can offer you in terms of training for that English exam. You don't have to do the training. You can do the online free session, but based on what I've seen from the pharmacists that have worked with them, I definitely recommend that you do the training with them, because pharmacists that have failed other exams have worked with them, have had the training, and have passed the exam that they have recommended. Um, just as an example, I think OET is around €500, whereas TOEFL or the other ones I think are around €200. So if a pharmacist had gone through the free session and would have been told you are best suited for IELTS or for TOEFL, it would have cost him €200 for the exam and 200 and something euros for the um, hours of training with Live English. So um, it would have been less than €500 spending altogether for the exam and training for the exam. Whereas pharmacists that have gone for OET have spent €500 and have failed that exam, and then have had to spend the 200 and something euros for the training and the €200 for the other exam. So it came close to €900 altogether when it could have been half of that. So if you work wisely and you work with professionals, you don't spend more money. You can actually spend half the money. So that's what I recommend, because people have reached out to me and said, which test? So I kind of try to fill in all the gaps, because I uh, I tried, like I took it first, like when I attended the exam, I did not take any training whatsoever. My English was good enough. I looked at a few videos on YouTube to see what the test would be like, and then I just attended the exam. But I understand that's not for everyone. A lot of you have reached out to me. I didn't have answers, but where I don't have answers, I try to connect you to people that do have the answers. So I tried connecting you to people that have gone through the exams. I haven't found one yet that is willing to share, but where I can, I will reach out to people that have expertise in that area and can help you, and then I will connect you with them. So that's what a community is. People that connect you, uh, because I won't have all the answers by myself, but I can direct you to someone who does have the answers. So leave your questions below the video. You can leave your questions below the Facebook posts that you would need clarifying on, and please do share your expertise if you're going through the whole process. Um, I love helping you all. I can't answer in an individual way for the reasons that I've stated, but I believe that together we can form a strong community that can help each member of the community achieve great things. Okay, I will see you in the Facebook group, and I will see you in the next video probably. Bye.